This is a Looney Studios podcast. Hello and welcome to Aerde Talks. I'm Hunter Looney, the Game Master, and this show is here to dive deeper into the world of Aerde, which is traversed in Aerde Tales. Today we're going to be discussing the genus of Formici, which includes the Lasis, the Mantidaeus, the Mastoterms, and the Olympus, which these are all insect people. So let's first talk about the Lasis ones. Those are the individuals that are black ant people. So these individuals average about 6'8". Their average lifespan is 150 years, and they're omnivores, and they generally prefer to live in big clusters of individuals. They don't all have to be of the same species. There could be other individuals that have been brought into the colony and work in with the group and stuff. They generally have a figurehead of that colony that helps direct their activities and whatnot, but they have a very symbiotic relationship with one another. Then we have the Mantidaeus, which are pretty much mantis people. And some of these individuals have the ability to fly and some cannot. They also, their average height is 7'4", so they are pretty tall. Average lifespan 100 years. And then they are carnivores, and they prefer to have their prey to be alive when they start feeding. Much like mantises on Earth today. These individuals are more solitary than some of the other insect people that populate the world of Aerde, and they do sometimes pair up or form some kind of groups to help survive and whatnot. Then we have the Mastoterms, which are the termite people. These individuals' average height is about 6'6". Average lifespan 150 years. These individuals are detritivores, which means they'll eat dead wood, feces, plants. They feed on the detritus of the world. They also, like all of these insect people, are biped. They stand up on two legs, and the Mastoterms are no different. And each of the ones we've talked about so far, and the last insect person, is they all have a hard exoskeleton as well that they shed, and it grows and stuff. So let's go to the last insect species. Those are the Olympus, which are the red ant people. They are biped as well. Their average height is 6'9", average lifespan 150 years, and they are also omnivores. They have that hard exoskeleton as well, and all of these insect people that are currently known in Aerde are pretty long-lived individuals, as individuals and in their colonies as well. They resemble somewhat the insects that they are on Earth, but standing up on two legs. So if you want to picture them and whatnot. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Aerde Talks. In the next episode, we will talk about the specific event that's coming up that they'll be participating in. I don't want to give too much of it away, but let's take care of some housekeeping. Our adventurers encounter magical items, and I want to invite every one of you to visit patreon.com/Looney Studios. The link is in the description. And on the front page, there's a link to a Google form that anybody can submit an idea for a magical item. Anyone can do this. You don't have to be a patron. You can do this anonymously, or you can put your name or username with it if you want to receive credit. Please add to this list. It's one of our favorite things is to get magical items. And while you're there, you can also check out Looney Studios Patreon. And if you become a patron, you gain access to the podcast early, among some other perks. And thank you to our current patrons on Patreon. Thank you for supporting Looney Studios and Aerde Tales. Looney Studios can also be found at looneystudios.com and at the social media platforms listed in the description. Please give a review on your favorite podcasting site, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and submit those magical items on our Patreon. The Looney family hopes that you have a wonderful day. That was a Looney Studios podcast.